Hello English learners, welcome back to the English with Michael YouTube channel. Thank you for checking out this video today. I was having a think recently about what kind of video I could make, and I was thinking, what videos do well on YouTube? What videos do people love? And then I had a light bulb moment. Cat videos. Of course, cat videos. So today I would like to introduce my mum's cat called Louie. And he's very cute. I hope you'll agree. He's a little bit chubby and very lazy. But he's going to be helping us today learn some English words. And when I say helping, he's not really going to help. He's going to be the model. So I'm going to be teaching some words and he's going to be modeling or demonstrating what I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoy and hope some of these words are new for you as well. I'll give you a clue as to what we're talking about today. So there's a lot of words and phrases related to sleep, a lot related to eating, and a little bit related to exploring and wandering around. So that basically summarizes Louie's whole life. And by the way, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite animal and do you have any pets? Maybe let me know what kind of fluffy friends you have in the comments. So one of Louie's favorite things to do is to nap. Now you might know that nap as a verb or a noun is just like a short sleep, usually in the daytime. We can also use the phrase cat nap, a cat nap. It's really similar. I think it just means like a short nap, like a really short nap in the daytime, just like cats do. They don't sleep for long very often, but they just have a very short sleep in the daytime to get their energy back up. So I could say as a noun, I'm going to have a cat nap and I'll feel better in a little bit. I've had a lot of naps this week because I've just come back from a holiday, I'm very tired, so I have been napping a bit more than normal, which is a bit strange for me. Another kind of nap is a power nap. Power nap. And again, it's very similar, it's just a nap that you take in the day, but the word power kind of implies it gives you more energy. You're kind of gaining more power and energy for your day. So some people really swear by having a power nap. They say it's really important for your energy and to get through the day. Other people say if you get enough sleep at night, it's not necessary. But let me know what you prefer. Power naps are apparently a great way to recharge your batteries. So there's another phrase, to recharge your batteries. We could say batteries or batteries, different ways to pronounce it, none of them are wrong, but it kind of means get more energy. Just like you charge your phone, you can also charge yourself by having a nap. I need a nap to recharge my batteries. When you do eventually go to bed and you want to sleep, like Louie does here at certain times of the day, you might hit the sack. To hit the sack just means to go to bed. The sack is your bed, hit is the sound that you make when you land on it. You hit the sack. Now Louie is a very light sleeper. That means he wakes up quite easily, but he doesn't really care. You know, if there's a sound, he'll wake up, what's that sound? But he doesn't really get up, he doesn't really bother too much. I'm also a fairly light sleeper. Some people, however, are very heavy sleepers, and that means they can sleep through lots of noise and commotion, and that sounds good in some ways, bad in other ways, but I don't know. I think I would prefer to be somewhere in the middle if I could choose. A really good expression, and I think this is Louie's, well, I can't say it's his favourite thing because this is just his whole life, and this is lie in. And to lie in is when you sleep longer in the mornings, usually done on a Sunday morning, right? So you can say as a noun, I'm going to have a lie-in on the Sunday morning. But I think a little bit more common as a verb is to sleep in. I am sleeping in late this morning. So I would recommend lie in as a noun, sleep in as a verb. So when was the last time you had a lie-in? Was it as long as Louie? He'll tend to have maybe like a 12-hour lie-in, maybe. For Louie, sleep is often more important than breakfast. In fact, he'll often miss breakfast altogether and sleep until midday. That's how important sleep is to him. However, as soon as he gets woken up by his hunger, he does come running down the stairs and he's expecting his lunch or breakfast or whatever meal that would be called. And as soon as you put the bowl down of food, he will wolf down that food. Wolf down. I guess this is similar to the way wolves eat their food, very quickly and aggressively. It just means to eat something really quickly. So he'll wolf it down. He'll wolf down his food. And he doesn't really stop to take a breath. I think that's normal for most cats, isn't it? Another phrasal verb that's very similar to wolf down is, it sounds the opposite, but it's not. This is gobble up. Gobble up. It sounds quite funny, but Louie gobbled up all of his food and he didn't even know I was filming him. A good expression, especially for people actually, is to stuff your face as well. So it's kind of similar to the previous two, but it's more about the quantity rather than how quickly you're eating. So if you stuff your face, you're eating lots of food, and yeah, maybe it's a little bit messy. Maybe you're eating like a pig. So you could say, hey, don't stuff your face, eat slowly, don't eat too much. No need to stuff your face. Okay, and the rare occasion when Louie is not eating or sleeping, he will probably be doing his work. And when I say work, I mean exploring, wandering around, or maybe just guarding the house. So his favourite thing to do is to sit outside the house, and presumably he's guarding us. He thinks we can't look after ourselves. So he sat out by the car and he's watching for any potential intruders. So he often sits quite strategically underneath the car where no one can see him, and he watches the comings and goings of the neighbourhood. So comings and goings, maybe you can guess. It's just things and people that come and people that go. So it's basically the comings and goings just means all the things that are happening that you can see in your area. So he likes to sit there and watch the comings and goings. Very occasionally, he will wander around a bit more. Wander around just means exploring. You don't really have a purpose or a destination. You're just wandering around. So he will wander around, and if he happens to see a poor little mouse or bird, he will prowl. So to prowl is like to go sneakily somewhere, to sneak, and maybe you're kind of looking for prey. You're looking for something to hunt. So it maybe doesn't apply to humans, but to prowl is like to walk sneakily. Maybe someone doesn't know you're there. So it could be like you're hiding from someone, but for Louie here it's perfect. He prowls and he searches for poor little mice and things like that. And when he does catch them, I'm always very mad at him. Yeah, as I said, usually he's far too lazy to do that, and he'll spend most of his time in bed. So I think one reason why myself and many others love cats is they're kind of like our spirit animals, right? We see ourselves in cats. They're lazy, they do what they want. It's kind of everything that a person wants to be, right? I don't know. What do you think? Any of these words new for you today? I hope so. Hope you found it interesting. Thank you very much for watching this short little cute video. Thank you to my star Louie for demonstrating the words today. And yeah, let me know if you like him as well. Let me know if you want to see more. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.